Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles and today I'm joined by
Jemima RNL, guys, and obviously I go by that name on all my social media platforms which are TikTok, Instagram and YouTube. Today's video is called Save or Splurge, but with a twist.
With a twist, yes. First of all, let me welcome you to the channel and introduce what this channel is about. I post fragrance related content, particularly affordable fragrances on this platform. Now, if you like that and you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing and joining the family. If you're returning and are already subscribed, thank you so much for the continued support. Also note that this is not a sponsored channel, guys. By that I mean I rely only on AdSense for revenue. So if you'd like to sponsor this channel, you can donate anything towards PayPal, which the link is in my description, and follow prompts. Any donation that you would drop in my PayPal will go towards the purchases of some of the fragrances on this channel. And also try not to skip through ads, because that is their AdSense, right? By you watching adverts, at least this channel gets something. Now, today's Save or Splurge has a twist in the sense that we are going to show you fragrances that have copied certain DNAs from different houses, right? And we want to know which one nailed the DNA. So it's a Save or Splurge, but we're not bringing the originals here. So you guys actually did come up with this idea to say, can you compare some of these houses that have the same DNAs and then, you know, let us know which one nailed it. So the first one's going to be Shaka from a house of Swiss Arabian. I'm going to spray it on this tester paper. Mima is going to smell it and then she's going to tell you what she thinks. Shaka as well as Anna Abiyed, the I Am White, have that DNA that smells a lot like Herba Pura, right? So we are going to try both of them.
Is it Herba Pura or Herba Pure?
Herba Pura, right? I actually have a third one here, but I think maybe it might confuse things. Let her process the two first. Which one is on which hand?
Shaka is on the right, I Am White is on the left.
So I'm going to hold them according to how she has them, okay? So she has the two here, right? Shaka Amma versus Latafa's Anna Abiyed, I Am White. Both have a DNA that seems to draw inspiration from Herba Pura. Which one would you drop your coins on?
Honestly, it is basically the same scent. If asked, I would save, because it's either just buying the same fragrance in an expensive form or a lesser expensive form, but in
so you
the
would
same
go
scent,
for the I Am
White, yes.
All right, fine. So because we have three, can you put the Shaka paper away? Because we have three. Okay. Now hold on to the I Am White,
yes,
because we have the third one, guys. Guys, you said you wanted videos like this, so I'm just following prompts here. The third one is going to be from Orientica, and this is Royal Ember. Now the good thing about it is she doesn't know what the price of the Orienticas are, so this is a little, you know, dab on. Okay, I'm just going to put some here. Royal Ember from Orientica. Also, okay, I'm just making sure that you've got enough there.
This is like it's got a soapy kind of like shower shampoo type of thing going on there.
Okay, so this is the Orientica one that I've just dabbed there, right? Also drawing inspiration from that Herba Pura, right? So which one would you go for? Now it's a process of elimination, okay? Because first she said she would save.
Yes. But is it just me, or Orientica has the conditioner vibes? Smells like the live-in conditioner, like when you're doing my hair with Dark and Lovely.
Okay.
Can you smell that? Or maybe it's just me. But honestly, I'm loving the scent, so I think I'll go for the Orientica. Is the Orientica expensive?
Yeah, Orientica is expensive.
So I'm splurging.
Okay, so sorry, I forgot to actually hold the Orientica. So the final conclusion is you would splurge.
I would splurge, yeah, because it's really,
and this is going to be a splurge, because I think the Orientica one is actually more expensive than the Shaka Udama. So this is not save. This is really not saving.
Okay.
This is like going for a DNA, but really paying much for it. Okay. So
yeah,
your final conclusion is you would buy Royal Ember.
Yes.
Okay, so for number one, Mima says she will buy Royal Ember. I try to make sure that I just do the threes where I can, but otherwise the rest are the twos, and I do have just one more house, I think, with 3 and another one with 4. But now let's just get into the
Another one with
tubes.
4.
Yeah, we have another one with 4. So I don't know. I honestly don't know how we're going to do this. Greasy by Maison Alhambra. Okay, we're going to spray this Greasy. Here we are going to be taking coffee bean breaks, guys. Make sure you hold it on the right hand.
On the right.
No, on the hand that you will remember. Versus Ajmal Evoke. Okay, this is a new addition to my collection, and I did tell you how I feel about this fragrance. So just want to know if Maima, which one Maima is going to choose, right? But both of these DNAs feel a lot like that Gridio. So I want to know what she would do. So we have Greasy by Maison Alhambra and Ajmal Evoke. Her. Okay.
Which one did you buy first?
This one.
Then you bought.
Then
Evoke.
I bought this one. Yeah.
Evoke's on the right. So
you are the one who knows which is which.
Yeah, I'm just Evoke. I held it on the right. Then Greasy's on the left. What is she up to? Okay, I'll go for Maison Alhambra.
Okay.
Greasy, cause like this is too strong for me.
Okay.
But it's the same DNA, but it's a bit too strong for me. It's kind of it's a bit headachy, this one. But it's the same DNA. So
you would save.
I'll go for Greasy.
Okay. This one is affordable than this one. So in this case, she's going to save. Both of them, guys, are drawing inspiration from that Grease. So she's going to go for this one. But I'm happy that she has actually confirmed one thing. I told you guys that when I bought this one, I had arrived, because this one has more depth to me. I love both, but it's like literally just took the Greasy by Maison Alhambra and just dropped it down there, because I just felt a refined juice. And also I'm happy Maima confirmed that. She said she would
save.
She would save because she feels Evoke is more stronger. Okay, so
but it is the same.
I would splurge on the Evoke, but it's the same thing, right? Anyway, let's move on to which one's more interesting. Okay, this one, right? La Fade Kiss of Rose, and this one's called Aura. This draws inspiration from that Eden Juicy Apple, right? So
is it?
Yes. So we're gonna spray that La Fade here, and La Fade is a subsidiary of Cadlage. I know now because Cadlage reached out to me, so I know La Fade is part of their own. So we have Kiss of Rose there versus the Tafa Sublime. Okay.
Mentos. Just strawberry, bubblegummy Mentos, or the Hubba Bubbas. What? Oh.
Okay, so now back to business. What would you do? Here is the Sublime. So you're holding Sublime on the left, on this side, and then you have Kiss of Rose on this side. Okay.
And it is a Kiss of Rose for sure.
Would you save or splurge? This one's more affordable than this one.
I would definitely go for the Aura. Like, what? I mean, of course it is. Okay, it is the same thing. Like, it's drawing inspiration from the same DNA, or it's vibing the same way. I don't know. But Aura is a bit more sweeter than Betty Al Oud.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm making sense, but the strawberry, the like sweetness, the cuteness is more.
You like this one?
Yes. Aura's the best back. Yeah.
You would save.
I would definitely
Do you want us to push it a little further and bring a third one?
Sure.
All right.
So
we have eliminated Sublime. It's okay. So take Sublime off. And we have this one now. Now, this one is Bella Dossi Red Delice from Fragrance World. Also has played around with the same DNA, you know, that Eden Juicy Apple style of DNA. So we're going to spray this one. This one's even more cheaper, right? So there is my Bella Dossi Red Delice.
Strong atomizer, this one.
Yeah, you're holding it on the... Okay,
yes.
So I'm going to do that and bring back Aura again, right?
I am still going for Aura.
You still go for Aura?
Okay. I am still going for Aura. This one is, it's the same thing, but it's lacking that oomph.
Okay.
It's lacking that kick that Aura has.
Okay.
Aura, again, it's more... It makes you want sweets, Aura.
Okay.
It makes you feel like you're in a candy store, but this one's lacking something there.
Okay, so she still goes for that, right? So if you want me to give you a summary of what just happened here, let me do it like this. Okay, we have these 3 DNAs. All 3 smell very similar to that Eden Juicy Apple. This one being the more pricier one, followed by this one, this being lesser. So I'm just going to give examples of prices. Let's say this one is, say, $35. This one would be, let's say, $25, and this one would be $15. So Maima eliminated this one. She said no, she would rather save. So we took Sublime out, and she was left with Aura, right? And then I brought the even cheaper one, which is Bella Dolce Red Delice by Fragrance World, smelling the same as this one, but she said no, she will still stick to that. So it's gonna be a splurge, but mid what do you call it, like mid-range, you know, if you know what I mean, right? Next thing is we're gonna do these 2. Okay, this is Yara from Latafa versus Kissa Pink from Paris Corner. In this case, I'm not sure whether it's going to be a save or splurge, because Paris Corners really depend. In my country, they're dirt cheap, but from some other countries, you guys say Paris Corners are expensive. Okay, so we're just not gonna, here we're just gonna say which one do you go for instead of save or splurge, because I think they pretty much are priced the same.
I'm just glad it's not the orange one. The orange one doesn't vibe well with me.
I know, it's too tropical. Okay, so this is my Yara. My Yara is almost finished, guys. Yara versus...
So you like it?
Well, I've had it for a long time, and there was a time I just dedicated myself to wearing it, and then we have Kissa Pink, right? So you're holding Kissa Pink here and Yara here. So this is just a matter of what you would prefer. Which one would you go for? Because as I said, I can't talk about the price when it comes to these 2, because in my country this would definitely be a save and this would be a splurge. But some of you guys say Paris Corners are expensive. So in this case, we're going to say, which DNA do you think you would settle for?
Okay, to be honest, if you have Kissa Pink, you're not missing out much on the Yara. It's just that the Kissa Pink is a bit more out there on the first spray than the Yara. The Yara is a bit subtler on the first spray, but the Kissa Pink is a bit open, but you're not really missing out. The only thing that we can like leave it down to is the design, the bottle, like what would you prefer on your dresser, which I think I'll go for Yara, because it has like, it stands out a bit than the Kissa Pink, but it's definitely the same fragrance. This one's a bit open on the first spray. This one's a bit there, but creeps up on you a bit. So you're not missing out, but I am going to go for the Yara just because of the bottle, but it's the same.
Okay, so with this one, there's no save or splurge. It just depends on your country. If you are in my country, what Maima said would mean she's gonna splurge, because this one costs more than this one in my country. Okay, so the next one is gonna be these 2. Okay, these 2, right? Eclair by Latafa, which is definitely a splurge, versus Tuscan Caramel Cascade by Paris Corner. Now, remember I did say that Paris Corners can be expensive, but the Tuscan line has always been affordable. It doesn't matter what country you're in, but this one I know is definitely more pricier than this. Okay,
she banned me from the Eclair, guys. Just saying.
And the DNA is, you know, she has got that milky thing going on. So we're gonna start with the Eclair. All right, so this is the Eclair. All right, having that DNA that smells a lot like Bianca Latte. Make sure you hold it on the hand.
On the right.
Okay. Versus Caramel Cascade. Caramel Cascade is this one. Okay.
Does Eclair smell like Meadows to you, but with a twist?
I don't know. I'm not here to help nobody with anything. All right. So where is your Eclair? Where is
It's on the right.
Okay. So this is a splurge and this is a save in this case.
What's going on with your Eclair bottle?
It's peeling. It's, I don't know. I've overused it.
Yeah. I'm definitely going for the Eclair. What's wrong with this one? You guys know Eclairs, right? Like the sweets. This one has that Eclair sweet vibe, but this one is no, maybe it's just my nose.
No, I do get what you're talking about. I absolutely get it. So in this case, you would
I would splurge, yes.
Okay, so this was an easy one, guys. All right. In this case, Maima would splurge. But let me say,
like the Eclair is actually dripping. It's the chocolate,
the caramel.
The caramel, exactly. It's dripping on the bottle. That was really creative.
Yeah.
Latafa.
Of Latafa, yeah. I would also go for this one, guys, definitely. And I think when it comes to the DNA in itself, they nailed it more than this, all right? So, and it's not like Paris Corner has been going around claiming that this has got that Bianco Latte thing. It's just people have said that, but once you get Eclair and you have put your nose on that Bianco Latte DNA, then you know that it's Eclair or nothing else. All right, so moving on, which one do I do that is interesting? We're about to finish because these type of videos can go on and on, you know, for an eternity. So you're just trying to make sure that you know, we don't spend forever here. Okay, this is again Paris Corner. This is also on the affordable side, guys. This is Noof, okay? Noof, I'm going to compare with Rave now, the black one. To my nose, they smell identical. To my nose, they feel as though they draw inspiration from that Dolce & Gabbana. The one with the pineapple top. I always forget to check what the name of that fragrance is, okay? So for now, if you know that fragrance, you know it. It's got the distinct pineapple top on it. So Noof, right? Noof versus Rave now. And these, I'm going to say, both going to be saves. But maybe the Rave is less expensive. Okay, so we're gonna put the Rave at the save. The Rave now black is gonna be the save, while this one is the splurge. The Noof is gonna be the save. That's a splurge because of this Paris Corner thing. Price is not being stable, so this is gonna be the splurge. This is the save. Which one would you go for? Both are pineapple based fragrances. These are just canned pineapple in a bottle, period. And I personally can't tell them apart.
Does it open up like roots to you? Like the first initial spray, like
maybe, I don't know, maybe.
Like if you rub leaves together like a strong.
Which particular one? Because you're holding two.
Both of them.
Oh, okay.
Both of them. But yeah, it's just the same fragrance repackaged, guys. Like mom said, you cannot really tell them apart because wait. Okay. You can tell them apart actually. This one.
Okay, at this point, Maima had confused herself. The bottle she's pointing at and the paper she's holding are two different things. She is referring to the black Rave now and pointing at the Noof. So please take note of that while you're watching this.
The pineapple comes out a bit earlier than Rave, but Rave is getting there. You can tell that it's doing something to get there, but yeah, what's this one? Noof is in the car, Rave is walking. So Noof is getting there quicker, Rave is on her way, but she's not getting there fast enough. But yeah, it is the same fragrance, to be honest, just repackaged. It's just the time delay that's a bit different. But honestly, I would go for Rave because I like the bottle.
So you would save?
Yes.
You would save? Yes. Oh, okay, fine. So when it comes to these fragrances, guys, I'm going to say it's redundant to own both. I just happen to own both because I am a fragrance reviewer, and sometimes, you know, blind buying a fragrance, it turns up and then you smell it and you realize I already have this in my collection. Yeah. But it's too late, you know, to do anything about it. So to me, it really does feel like the same DNA. And in this case, Maima said she would go for the Rave back, which is more affordable than the Noof. So that would be a save. All right, so let us do this one, right? This is literally almost, well, not almost, this is empty, literally. So somebody really loves this DNA. Okay, this is Kahir by Paris Corner, and this is Latafa's Affection of the Latafa Pride collection. Now, this is going to be a save or splurge, because if you know the Latafa Pride collection, that is a more like pricier, you know, range. Not very, very expensive, but it's not like the price point of the regular Latafas. Okay, there is a niche range now that is even more expensive, but the Latafa Pride has always come with like prices that are quite hefty to a certain extent for Latafas. So this is Affection. Okay, and mine is a mini. That is why it's in a weird bottle like this. Otherwise, it comes in a nice big giant black bottle. So it's Affection versus Kahir, and this time is Kahir Pistachio. And these two fragrances vibe a lot like Kiali's Yum Pistachio Gelato, right? So there we have it. So she's got Kahir Pistachio on this hand, which is the Save, and then she's got Affection on this hand, which is the Splurge.
Same fragrance, guys. Again, I know I'm sounding a bit biased, but it's the same fragrance rebottled, but I would go for Kahir because it is more affordable and you're not missing out on anything. Honestly, you're not missing out on anything. The Affection is just the same fragrance, just a bit more expensive and differently packaged.
Okay, so all right, so you would save. Okay, yes. So she's voting for that, and I kind of suspected that because she's the one who's literally finished that. She's on her second bottle now, so that one was going to be a no-brainer. But I personally would buy this one. Personally, okay, I would buy this one. I find it more refined. Okay. I find it less pushy, you know, and it's still full because it's a mini. And I've been saying to myself, if I were to have like excess coins, I would buy the Affection because I find the Pistachio more like your thing, like a juvenile type of pushy scent there. Okay, so let's do maybe just the last one since we're on about 20 minutes. I don't want this to go on. We can always continue with the part two. We can always do a part 2. So let's wrap it up here by doing the 2 last fragrances, okay? And let me give you So Candid by Maison Alhambra versus Asdaf's Underlip Flora. Okay, these fragrances to my nose feel as though they draw inspiration from So Scandal, right? So I'm going to spray So Candid on this, and I'm going to spray Underlip Asdaf Underlip Flora, okay, on the other. Both of these houses are subsidiaries of Latafa, right? And I feel these DNAs vibe the same, at least to my nose. So which one would you purchase? And in this case, it's gonna be a save on the Maison Alhambra versus a splurge, but it's not too significant. I think it would be maybe a $3-5 difference. So this would be the splurge and this would be the save. Which one do you think is a better DNA?
Same DNA, but Flora has kind of like a lemon zest thing going on there. Did you smell that too?
Yeah, it's got like a twist.
Like a twist, a citrus twist going on there. Like base orange or lemon zest. But yeah, this one's more fizzy. And this one's a bit more floral. But I'd go for Flora because it has that yummy thing going on there. This one is a bit serious.
Okay.
But it is the same DNA, but not exact. Like you can be a person who has So Candid and Flora at the same time, but basically knowing that it's not the exact same thing, although it has kind of like a same vibe going on there. So I'll go for Flora first, then buy So Candid later. I'm not saying So Candid is a bad fragrance, but I'll go for Flora first and then I'll go for So Candid because there is a slight difference, although there's like a major similarity, but a slight difference.
I'm actually happy
90% similar, 10% different.
Yeah, I'm actually happy you were able to pick up those differences because these are not, there's a twist in here. This is kind of like a 101 slap in your face, and then there's a little bit of a twist in here. Something that can qualify with what we were talking about with Cascade versus Eclair. That they vibe the same, but you cannot say they are the same. Okay, you can literally own both, right? But there is that unmistakable familiarity in both. So in this case, you are saying you would splurge. Okay, so she would go for the Underlip Flora because she says she finds it a little bit more complex and enjoyable there. So yeah, that's it, guys. Unless you are up for just one more and then we close it. Okay, so we're just going to do this one as the last one because the other ones that were left, I actually have 4 or 5. So that was going to take an eternity. So we're going to do those on the part 2, all right? So now we promise this is going to be the last. Okay, these fragrances don't look the same. They're not even bottled the same, right? This one is from Paris Corner Pear Potion. Paris Corner of their MA line Pear Potion. And then we have Buta Ina, which comes in the pink bottle.
Buta Ina.
Yeah, Buta Ina from Asdaf. Now, Asdaf is a subsidiary of Latafa. And in this case, we're going to say this is the splurge, right? Because the Paris Corners, again, back to what your argument has always been, the prices yo-yo, right? So this is going to be the Splurge, which is the pear potion.
But that it sounded great as Buthania.
I know, I used to say that a lot till I was corrected. And then versus this one. Okay, so
if you've played Mortal Kombat, when they say brutality, like Buthania, but now it's Buthaina.
So which one would you go for? The two fragrances have the pear in common. That is what I can say. And that sugar note.
Are you sure this is not similar to Aura? This one, pear potion.
Which one is Aura?
Aura, Kissa, whatever. Kissa Rose.
No.
Are you sure?
100.
I can smell that.
No, it is it's a bubblegummy, nice, sort of. If it's not the same too, it's not the same.
It's definitely not the same.
Yeah, if it's not the same,
I have a feeling that this one is doing its own thing, but
I'll tell you something about this particular one.
Yeah.
This pear potion has two turns to it. You are right. It opens up very, very misleading, but it's probably one of those that you want to smell and come back after maybe 10 minutes with a conclusion, because it does take a shift where you end up saying, what did I smell? I sprayed that and I loved the burst and the opening. I was like, oh my God, wow, this is so nice and this is so candy forward. And then it turned into, I swear, this. Seriously. So if you can't make a conclusive decision, you can just maybe tell them which one you prefer for now, and then we can just cut it at that without comparing the two.
I would go for pear potion. I'm a sweet fragrance type of person. This is giving me menthols, bubblegum, sherbet, strawberry vibes in the beginning, as per mom's description. But yeah, I'll go for pear potion. This is this Buthania is a fragrance that you would layer. It's not a fragrance that you would wear on its own. Like, it's not a wow, you are smelling so amazing type of fragrance. It's not a fragrance that you would wear just like that. The fragrance of the day is Buthania. You probably layer it with mode, probably layer with, I don't know, maybe pear potion, but something like that. But I would go for pear potion because it's got a nice vibe to it.
Got a nice one.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one is going to be a splurge. The last one's going to be a splurge. But guys, let me clue you up on this, right? If you're going to buy this fragrance, spray it, leave it there for a while, and let it do its thing, and then conclude after 30 minutes whether it's what you signed up for, because opens up very juicy, beautiful with a pear there in the forefront, but later on during the day as you're wearing it, you're gonna get something taking you to that Buthaina direction. So that is just something that I wanted to clue you up on. And I do understand why Maima couldn't tell the differences there, because of course we are working on a time limit there where we need to make sure that our video doesn't take an eternity. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been your girl CeeChronicles
and Jemima Aranel, guys. The same name on all social media platforms.
I am going to link her channel in the description for ease of reference, and I'm going to pin her comment for those who would like to subscribe to her channel. Kindly get her numbers up. She is trying to grow. She is throwing her weight there on music and stuff like that. Remember to turn on post notifications on this channel while you're at it. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. It's been a pleasure doing this video for you, and remember that
smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.